Even though it hurts, let's talk about 5 reasons we can allow ourselves to be excited that Dalvin was finally released. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar. A very somber day here. Dalvin Cook obviously getting released. We're going to look at 5 reasons we should allow ourselves to be excited that the Vikings are moving on, Dalvin Cook moving on. Before we get to that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the videos here every damn day. Let's get to 10,000 subs. So if you're watching, do us a favor, hit that sub, hit that like, give us a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are. If there's a reason I do not talk about. And also, our most recent YouTube members, well done, everybody. Varsity Harms, Bruce, and Davey. Hit the link on the channel as well to become a member. Get some wonderful stuff. 5 reasons. So these are my 5 reasons. I'm not saying they're right. These are just mine. So as always, comments, like I said, let me know your reasons. And before I get into this, just to be clear, I love me some Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook, when we got him in round 2, absolute steal. Spielman just nailed it. The dude has been one of the best Vikings offensively that we have ever seen. Wish him well. I still think he's got it left in the tank. I think he's going to go somewhere and put up some big numbers. Hopefully it's a team that we don't really care too much about. Just some AFC random team, and he goes and rips it up. But anyways, in no particular order. Well, this one is the most important. Number 1 reason, it's done. Finally, the thoughts of getting trade value for him, the thoughts of whatever was going to happen, restructure, maybe he comes back. It's just over. It's a win for the Vikings. They get to move on. It's a win for Dalvin Cook. He gets to move on. And really, he's probably going to move on to it sounds like he has a lot of suitors. So this is a big win for him. But long story short, it's done. It's over. Everybody gets to move on. That's the easy one. Next up, the fact is Vikings, the next reason, Vikings front office, new coaching staff, Kwesi, they're not afraid to make the not popular moves. This is not a popular move. Nobody wanted to see Dalvin Cook go. Some people did. But even with that price tag, a lot of people are just like, you can't release Dalvin Cook. He's too good. And they don't care. They're doing it. Kendricks, Thielen, Patrick Peterson, Dalvin Cook, they're not afraid to start cleaning up some of this stuff. I'm not going to say mess, but some of this stuff was messy, and they're moving on. And I love it. I love it. That's what they got to do. They got to make it their team, and they're doing it. Love or hate Kwesi, he's making moves. And overall, this move, to me, was the right move to make. It hurts, but it was the right move to make. And the next reason, number 3 reason, kind of piggybacks on that. They're clearing space. They had to do it. I mean, they saved $9 million or so by making this move, which projections, I think they're like between 18 and 19 million in cap space now. If the Vikings were going to make a move in the coming years, they have to start doing stuff like this. They have to start getting rid of bad contracts. And running backs, the days of them getting paid what Dalvin got paid on that contract are coming to an end. They're going to be very few and far between. And Vikings bringing Alexander Mattison in at that cheap contract is wonderful. And that's what you have to do to win in this league these days. It's not 2005. It's not 1991. Running backs painfully are just not going to get the money they used to get. So clearing the space was number 3. They're making room. They needed it, and they couldn't allocate that all to one player, especially at running back. Next up, number 4, new look offense, more potent the way I look at it. I mean, this is not going to be the same offense that we've seen in years past. I mean, yes, we're still going to be throwing that thing. We're still going to be looking at Justin Jefferson, but Dalvin Cook was the type of running back that you could get a little fancy with, a guy that could take it to the house. Now we go to an Alexander Mattison, a more just ground and pound type of guy that is going to open things up as well. So I'm excited about that. Dalvin Cook, I'm not by any means saying we're better at running back. Nobody will say that. And if they do, they should be punched in the Peter. But it's going to be different. It's going to be different. Josh Oliver's going to be out there. Hawkinson's going to be out there. They're very good blocking tight ends to be able to pound that thing. And then all of a sudden, what's that? Boom, Justin Jefferson over the top. So I think it will be a new look. I think it will be more potent. I think it's going to end up opening more things up for the receivers and for guys like Hawkinson and Oliver. So I'm all for that. And the last one is the long-term view. I mean, this front office is looking long-term. They're not looking at just this year. They're not looking at just next year. They are looking long-term, and it's going along with everything. It's the contracts that they're signing. Long-term view, again, they're clearing up space to give them the ability to re-sign a Justin Jefferson, to give them the ability to re-sign a guy like TJ Hawkinson, looking at possibly who will be our quarterback over the next handful of years. They're making room to make that happen. They got that big old vision to let us hoist that Lombardi trophy. Boom, boom, boom. So it's over and done. They're not afraid to make the not popular moves. New look offense, hopefully better new look offense. We'll see. I'm not saying it's going to be better, but it's going to be new, and I love anything new. Clearing up space that we needed, and then the long-term view for this team. Let me know comments below. I'm going to be having some beers for Dalvin. I hope he goes somewhere. I hope he has 15 yards on the ground. We all love Dalvin Cook, one of the best ever to put on purple. Let me know in the comments. We'll be back hot and heavy talking Vikings in the coming days.